Hi, my name is Saurabh. I'm an assistant professor of supply chain management at the University of Texas at Arlington. I'm happy to share with you my research study, Should a Firm Bring a Supplier into the Boardroom? The study is published in the Production and Operations Management Journal. I have co-authored this study with Dr. Arunachalam at Texas Tech University, Dr. Raghu Bomaraju at the Indian School of Business, and Dr. Sridhar Ramaswamy at Iowa State University. Supply chain and supply chain management is critical for a firm's success, and hence is seen as a source of strategic advantage to firms. Prior research on supply chain and operations management has looked at the importance of these functions within a firm's top management team. This research has noted that firms that have supply chain and operations management representation on their top management teams have better performance. However, the top management teams are not the only agents responsible for leading the firms. Above the top management team is the board of directors. Now, traditionally, the board of directors have had a monitoring role where they monitor the actions and performance of the top management team members. However, apart from that, the boards also have an advising role where they advise the top management team members on strategic issues related to the firm. In that regard, in this study, we propose and evaluate a novel board choice which will enhance the board's decision-making, board's effectiveness in decision-making, primarily related to the supply chain area, namely the supplier on the board. Now, many large companies like Intel and Chevron, Cisco, they have a supplier on their board of directors. When a supplier comes on the board of directors, the supplier brings in human capital, that is industry-specific experience and supply chain knowledge, and social capital, that is ties to the firm's strategic supply partners. Both of these, human and social capital, allows firm to deal better with their environmental contingencies, thereby these firms can have better firm performance. As environmental contingencies for all firms will not be the same, the benefits derived from the supplier on the board of directors will not be the same for all firms. Our research model primarily looks at the relationship between the supplier on the board of directors, the presence of a supplier on the board of directors, and firm performance, and tests this relationship under three boundary conditions: operational efficiency, diversification, and demand uncertainty. To do so, we use data from 2,557 firm year observations derived from a sample of 300 B2B firms. Our results show that the presence of a supplier on the board of directors increases the firm's ROA by 11.01%. However, the benefit derived from having a supplier on the board of directors is not the same for all firms. For firms that have low operational efficiency and higher demand uncertainty, the benefits derived are greater. When a firm's operational efficiency is low, the supplier on the board of directors increases ROA by 24.7%. And when the firm faces higher demand uncertainty, the presence of an SOTB increases ROA by 22.29%. This is primarily because the presence of a supplier provides the board with a greater supply chain orientation and brings the board's attention to firm operations. Now, for a firm that has highly diversified operations, the benefit derived is lower, primarily because the supplier brings in industry-specific knowledge and connections related to the supplier's industry area. They're familiar with their own industry area, and hence, for a firm that is highly diversified, the benefit derived from a supplier on the board of directors is going to be less than a firm that has less diversified operations. Overall, this study connects boards to operations management, specifically looking at the contributions of supplier on the board of directors. I encourage all of you to read this study and feel free to reach out to me or any of my co-authors with any questions or collaborations related to this topic. Finally, my co-authors and I would like to express our gratitude to the department editor, Dr. Sridhar Sheshadri, the senior editors, and the reviewers for their helpful suggestions and their valuable feedback, which allowed us to greatly improve the quality of this manuscript. Thank you.